Welcome to your magic moon message, ladies and gentlemen. This is the peace dealer. The moon is in Aquarius, humping over the most diabolical planet in our solar system that is still kind of ticked off that it's not recognized as a planet on our planet. Yeah, I didn't think it was pissed, but it is. And I'm talking about Pluto, which I guess is not a planet, but it is still diabolical. It is still very cold in its distance from the sun. If you happen to believe the sun is 93 million miles away, I'm a globetard. I'm very retarded. So I believe that the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. I know, I'm so dumb. As a globetard, as someone who believes the world is actually round, I'm not going to lie. Katy Perry and Gayle King going up to space looked like some round earth propaganda. It just looked like they were in front of some photoshopped AI earth. And I believe the world is round. So like it was just weird looking at. But I mean, if a Scorpio did go up into space, she probably would kiss the ground as soon as she got back down. So that kind of did kind of convince me. But this isn't about arguing about that. Okay, I just wanted to lament on how dumb I am for believing the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. And other than that, you know, the moon on Pluto in Aquarius is putting us in a position to reawaken this very extremely diabolical energy. You see, I call Aquarius supernatural energy to Taurus's natural. Scorpio is the apotheosis into the supernatural, so it can borrow supernatural elements. But to make it simple, Taurus is natural, Aquarius is supernatural. I call Aquarius celestial energy, cosmic energy, advanced energy. I'm going to go with diabolical energy. And none of this is funny, actually. But yeah, I know as soon as last night, the quality of frequency that my subconscious and conscious or brain processing picks up on is definitely a lot clearer. It felt like I was getting jumped and just shit talked by the entire collective, which I enjoyed because the peace dealer doesn't back down. I was saying all sorts of suck my dicks and fuck you trying to do in my head like a madman, which was very amazing. And I just wanted to share that experience to let you know you are not alone. They're trying to jump you too, to have you back down on your beliefs and your convictions that are due. Mars is in Leo, y'all. Your mom did not raise a sucker. Okay, so just maintain this, courage. You gonna need some courage for Mars and Leo, because I think some people think you give a fuck, like we didn't have two "I told you so" tours. Like people won't drop bodies. Like bodies won't drop over you standing your ground. So you're gonna let them know Mars is gonna oppose Pluto. It's not a joke. I know some people might be laughing. I know they're laughing at me. All right, don't let these people laugh at you, because they're not gonna take you serious, and then they gonna realize, oh, you're really with the shits, and you didn't have to bust a gun. You didn't have to shoot a gun. You didn't have to clap a weapon. You didn't have to fight someone with your hands. You just said the word. You just said try me, bitch. All right, never mind. Anyway, the moon in Aquarius here is really enacting a 28-day cycle, which is going to happen with the moon. Just to kind of recap for those who may not be aware, because I bring this concept up a lot. Every 28 days for the next 20 years, coming into like 2044, from 2024, the moon will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. That is a 28-day firmware or software update that is relative to the sundial, right? The hour minute hand of the sundial. What awareness of this more diabolical energy we are awakening, or Aquarius energy, or celestial energy, or supernatural energy. I do want to say supernatural. Just me calling it supernatural goes against the postmodern materialist reductionist, like, you know, views and theoretical models that most people will tell you, because Aquarius is out of this world. It's not anything you can realistically measure. There's a facet of it you can. I mean, there's just so much that's beyond our ability to. So this really represents, with Pluto here, awakening more extreme knowledge relative to how we tap into this, you know, quality of knowledge and energy. And now with Taurus, this is making you aware of how realistically you are grounding this understanding and awakening through your five senses. Please don't sleep on this transit. It's going to lead into the new moon in Taurus that will be squaring Mars and Pluto. So you want to be mindful of the themes that you are kind of concluding from the past new moon in Aries coming into this new moon in Taurus, because not only is it going to set up this T-square, but it's going to really, you know, ground and solidify the intensity of this god of war on stage in Leo and Pluto and Aquarius, which is this hating ass audience that just kind of wants to try and slip up, you know, the performer. And the god of war is not playing. Like, Mars will be on stage shooting the audience. Like, have you ever seen a stage performer shoot the audience members for not shutting the fuck up or trying to throw stuff? Like, it's very tense. It's very tense, okay? And, you know, any audience member can get it too. What's up? You know, it is what it is. Like, you're not finna play. You're not going to play anybody stand on their convictions because, you know, they give it in a group think and they can't think for themselves, and they have to get approval for if they like or hate other things. Thankfully, you're not a WLB like that. So, you know, you may be a target. Regardless, this Taurus season is kicking off with a 270-degree angle with 1 degree Aqua on the Pluto, square 1 degree Taurus. Boom. This is how we kicking off this natural manifestation of, you know, grounding one's five senses. You can get caught up in rhetoric and, you know, ad hominems and all sorts of fallacies people will throw at you, because when the time came to debunk you during the I Told You So tour, they had nothing to say. They had nothing of merit to bring up except rehashing old points that were already debunked when you fulfilled the burden of proof. So they're just going to take out their frustration on you because they weren't able to convince you, and you actually instead took what they never believed and demonstrated it was real, which makes them miserable inside and punching their fists in the air, because now you are the source of cognitive dissonance that they're going to continue to pretend doesn't exist, but we can see on their fucking face. So outside of that, you know what I'm saying? This is really going to provide an extraordinary understanding, all right, of not only how you are awakening and revealing layers of this diabolical energy, but now with the Taurus sun, the method with which through your five senses you're able to take what's supernatural and understanding and express it naturally, as easy as breathing. And this is also going to set up the final instant manifestation protocol as well throughout the rest of, you know, May, as well as understanding the quality of this supernatural diabolical energy for you to be naturally aware of how this is enhancing your thoughts, your feelings, your skills, your abilities, your power. All right. As you know, we are concluding on the power we've originally generated through Aries. I'm going to mention this at the end, but I do have a 70% sale on my store. All right. All recorded reports and consultations are 70% off. So that means like my 30-minute consultation is like $75 right now, and my like 15-minute recorded reports are just $30 right now. So go onto the website. It's gonna last until Cancer season, where I'm gonna launch that new app. All right, so I'm gonna keep on producing this material in preparation for them, but we got a lot of new content on the way, baby. And yeah, this is where thanks for you guys who've been continually supporting. Definitely continues to help a lot. You feel me? So with that being said, Mars, like we've mentioned, is in Leo. So this is definitely going to help you feel what courage is necessary to interface relative to, this unconscious supernatural sense of your brain wanting to process phenomena outside of its physical ability to do so, but you still have a soul and a spirit that senses this. All right, so you don't want to focus so much on being defensive against this as much as clapping back where necessary, which may require some defensiveness, but really just kind of adjusting the approach you will really stand up for yourself in. Because right now the moon's in Aquarius. In a week the moon's going to be in Taurus square Leo, so it's going to revisit this, but not from a diabolical space that we are in right now. Okay, the moon, as it trines Jupiter in Gemini, is going to help you apply this diabolical understanding towards this evolution of your mindset, with Jupiter that should be getting ready to go into the third decan in Gemini. All right, why is this important? This Capricorn signature is your results. So we just, over the past 3 weeks, activated, integrated, and harvested power. We're completing the development of this power in the form of energy. So you're going to be coming into a highly knowledgeable understanding of how this awakening of diabolical energy within and around you is completing this conversion of power to energy. And the rest of the week is you coming into results and rewards, especially as soon as the moon goes into Pisces. And now this extraordinary knowledge and diabolical energy that's being awakened converts into this total understanding of how it applies to your beliefs and how you are coming into a metaphysical, unseen understanding and extrasensory perception of what your imagination is sensing and how you can tangibly perceive it through your 5 senses, grounded in Taurus. All right, and those are going to be the rewards you come in. So you're going to come into the knowledge of what you've achieved. That's this whole moon in Aqua transit. What have you achieved? What have you begun to achieve that in Scorpio season 6 months from now will fully harvest? But what have you begun to achieve that you had initially taken that step forward to through Aries season? That's what this is. I don't want you to think that this transit is, we have to figure this out, we have to activate this. No, the activation was 3 weeks ago, and you really want to tap into this higher knowledge of what you are coming into victory towards. All right, and if you're now tapped into this guilt matrix, shame matrix, you're allowing a collective that doesn't even deserve to lick your balls. I don't care if you're a woman watching this, you have energetic balls that they don't even deserve to lick. Okay, telling you how you should feel about your successes, how you should feel about what they think, when you really just need to take your energetic and slap them in the face with it for even having the audacity to try and undermine all that you do. And once again, this is no joke. I know I sound sarcastic, but this is going to really represent more strengthened quality within yourself to own, which is a huge theme of Taurus, ownership, to own what it is you are accomplishing and achieving before, normies who act like they know everything but can't even tell you the simplest things about what you do, try and tell you about why they think you're not successful enough or why they think you haven't achieved enough, when you can snap your fingers and demonstrate what it is you got to do. So don't necessarily pay attention to this to the point that it loses your focus. Use that energy so that it is subdued under you, and it now enables more strengthened quality of how you courageously and boldly express forth what you're ready to continue doing. Okay, don't be anyone's bitch. Outside of that, I hope you enjoy this. I think this is going to be an especially diabolical but grounded transit. And like I said before, of course, I do have my 70% off sale. Go to thepeacedealer.com and you can order that. For those of you who want to talk to me per minute, you are now able to schedule per minute readings on hipsy.com/the peace dealer. You could click the description box below if you're on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, you could just click the link in my bio and click Hipsy. You guys are able to now, I'm available noon to 5 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 3 p.m. to Friday. And you can schedule when you want to talk with me per minute. And the first time, if it's your first time, you'll get 75% off for the first 10 minutes. So show me some love. Let's get to talking, and I'll resume with you guys this Monday for the monthly peace report. Peace.